everybody's doing well. Okay, and I did it. I will be right back. Back. Okay, so is my live still there? I seem to have people. Can't post comments in some. Okay. Hey, so we have some people from YouTube now. Okay. So no, I'm seeing messages from Zoom. Okay, no. Yeah, I can see you, Zed. No, I see all messages from all sections. So, which is good. It's working. It's all been tested. So, just waiting a few minutes, see if other people show up. So, those who don't know me, I'm a psychic medium. I do general reads, past love reads, and spirit guide reads. Amongst any other questions you may have. So this is also recorded, so people I read, I mark down the times that I read you, so if you want to, you can go back and see what your read was at that time. But I don't split them up for each person. So let's get started. Everything's ready. Okay, so I'm a little off. Okay, as most people know, I'm a little off. Let's go up here. Okay, so apparently my internet is a little wonky tonight, so if let me just do a few things. I'm just going to shut off a few things here, make sure that nothing's interfering. Because my computer is old, and sometimes if it gets too much stuff going on, it just doesn't like me. Just give me a second here. Nope, everything's going good. Okay, now I can start. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's do good. I know what. Okay, Amanda Rails. So you're at 5:35. So your mother is she wants you to know that she's hovering around the place right now where you are, and just watching over people and making sure everything's okay. Um, so the first thing I'm kind of getting from her is that there's kind of a shifting coming up for you over the next little while. I'm not sure what this is. I don't know if it's within you or within the place you're living, but I certainly see a change in where you're living, whether it's, somebody leaving or somebody moving in. She's also holding a baby, saying this one is coming. Not necessarily yours, could be somebody else in the family, but certainly there's a baby coming to the overall family. Um, and she also says that there's uh, so she says over the next little while, it seems to be a little bit of a medical issue with either a foot or a toe. I'm not sure what she's showing me. And she wants to know that she's doing very well. She heard you say goodbye, and so she loves to move things around on you. For you of your heart, she says that she'll often come up and give you a big hug every once in a while. You might feel that as like a spirit walking through you, or as French call a l'esprit qui passe. Um, so the big shiver. Um, so there's a lot of energy being sent to you. Um, Again, there's just a hint that from her that well, she says there's 12 other family members that are with her in your house, and they're watching things, um, and making sure everything's okay. Um, and she's certainly working with your spirituality as well, so that you can hear things or hear other spirits. You might suddenly think of her for no apparent reason, or see things out of your corner eye. But there's a move for you to be more of a medium, or be able to communicate better with spirits. Um, and she's also saying that make sure you take your time away from people. Take your 10-minute walk. Don't bring a dog. Just be by yourself. Stress is a hard thing to handle, um, especially if you're working too hard. But she says, "Don't worry, you're being watched over, and just listen to the voices, and listen to the movement of your body." And says, if you listen to how your body reacts to situations, you'll know if they're good or not. Anyway, so she sends her love, and she'll talk to you a bit later. Anyway, that's what I have for you. That's for Amanda. Mm-hmm. So, hello, where are you? Okay. Hi, Monique. Long time no see. Monique Mason there. Long time no see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, well, we'll try Jean Holt. So you're at 10:11. Okay, so I'm so sorry to hear that you're heartbroken. I'm not sure which one you're heartbroken about, but talk to the lady that's hanging around you. So a lot of the cards that I'm showing are just types of resolving issues, but also again, it's most time taking the time be away from people to resolve things. I got the two cards here that kind of saying in the next little while there's certainly going to be a family celebration, either for either a new life or a new start of a relationship for somebody. Um, I'm just hearing from your spirit guide and just kind of hearing that, um, who's female. Uh, there's a point in time where you just kind of have to focus and realize that not everything is as bad as it seems. And sometimes people move on. I don't know if this is a relationship with somebody past, but I just feel that there's not just a separation, but a severance, if you want to call it that way. Um, but I'm just looking at the cards, and it's just you moving forward and having a much better outlook in life in about 6 months, and then you'll find that the new path will be open for you. Um, this lady I kind of feel is probably a grandmother. I just kind of feel that she's kind of holding your hands, like, and certainly lying in bed with you and giving you a big hug as in the spirit world. Um, she's showing me tears, but again, she's also showing somebody holding a baby and whatnot, and having a celebration about that. Um, but she's fully white and glowing and whatnot. So this is a lot of energy that she's generating for you, and I'm hoping that this makes some kind of sense to you. Um, but it's almost like whatever you're grieving, this new family or new celebration will certainly help you move over that. Anyway, so that's all I have. It's, for Jean Holt. Mm-hmm. Okay, Deborah. Sean. 1355. So I'm connecting to your father, and he's kind of laughing. And he says it's really none of us. It's really like your grandfather that's doing it. So I don't know if your grandfather like clocks or not, but it's almost as if the clock is not set properly or not working properly. So it's a male who is like kind of into clocks or like to make sure the clocks are correct. Um, like your grandfather, or sorry, your father is all like, as you mentioned, is always around you, and you know that, and I know we've seen that through you. Um, like your mediumship is opening quite a bit, so your father is going to be more visiting you in your mind and ever before, and he's just saying, what, says, not him or your grandmother are the only ones that send you messages. There's also a lot of others as well. You're going to get to know them over the next little bit. There's certainly a young child that's from you that's surrounding their house that's been touching you or getting a hold of you, just kind of like maybe pulling your shirt or touching you, whatnot. But again, they're really focusing on trying to get your mediumship open and talking and perhaps helping other people. Um, he's also mentioned that the lights are a bit different in the sense of not as bright as they were before. Or you may not notice them too much, but they're a little bit dimmed because they're playing with the energy. Um, something about your shoes being too messy at the door. He's also saying that he's visiting all the family members and they're all doing well. But he's also wants, he's also watching over your mother, which he kind of says is as she moves forward. Just says that as she moves forward, everything that she'll start talking to you on the spiritual side as well. So lots of communication, he says, lots of things happening. Says your grandfather's the clock. He's the one that leaves you the dimes, and your grandmother's the one that keeps moving your kitchen stuff around. So lots of activities, just letting you know that they are there. I don't know if it's me or not, but anyway, so he just says don't eat a lot of cake. So I don't know if that's for me because I bought a cake today. So I don't know if it's me or to you, but we'll just leave it there. Anyway, so that's all I have for you, Deborah. So that was for Deborah Marchand. I'm diabetic, so every once in a while I'll get myself a cake. Just like a celebration, you know? So let's talk to somebody from Scotland and is on YouTube watching. So, Mary Doyle. Where are we here? 1834. No, that is not the year. So there's I'm kind of feeling from the other side for you that there's some new excitement moving over your way. I think things are being shifted. They might be unnerving to you, or perhaps you're seeing things change that you don't really want or not. But there's certainly a lot of changes that they're making for you to open up your path to your own happiness. So I see an elderly gentleman that's looking after you. He's kind of I don't know if he's like father or not, but he's certainly sitting there, and you may feel your hair move because for some reason he just likes to comb your hair. And it's kind of a fashion of making you calm down. Again, that there's the young boy that's running around as well. So it looks like there's a whole bunch of family running into your house. There's a couple of people in your house I see that are not part of the family, but obviously not very, but like your family. So they're still helping you. And it's certainly a message I'm getting from them in this kind of, there's a kind of sense of romance. That I just see like the romance coming in, and I see the lovers coming in, and just kind of giving me a message that, relationship wise, there just seems to be a catch there. It's a time for you also to spend a lot more time in nature to get answers. But the romance over on the right-hand side here just kind of gives me that there's either going to be a new one or there's going to be a resolution for one. And it's just going to move you into a lot happier space. in time. Don't give out money, though. I'm hearing this from the old man. Just don't give out money to anybody. Says, you make the money, you keep the money. Nobody deserves it, but you just stop giving money out. Um, I mean, he's also mentioning or showing that somebody's going to hurt themselves. I don't know what they're kind of showing me here. It's just kind of like they might, because I just see like a finger with a little bit of red stuff around it. Um, but he's just kind of saying that it's nothing serious, but just be aware that somebody's going to hurt themselves and you may have to take care of them. Again, he says you're really intelligent. You're gonna make it through. So just make sure that you find your path in all this, and you don't find yourself behind everybody. Make sure you're equal to everybody. So if somebody wants to put you behind them, tell them screw you, and you want to be either equal with them or just don't want to be with them. Anyway, so that's what I got for you, Mary Doyle. I hope it makes sense to you. Okay, so hi. 100 Say Crystal Moran. $23.17. Yeah, okay. So, the first thing I'm kind of getting from your spirit guide is that there's a bit of time now for you to look at saving money. Even though you may not feel like you may have enough, but I'm just getting a feeling it's just time to put like $25 a month away or something and not touch it. And it's kind of a thought in my mind that there might be some expenses coming up, or you may need to look at where you're going to be headed in old age type of thing. At the same time, there's going to be a major decision about somebody above you, or perhaps siblings that are going to be ill or need to be taken care of. So it's more of you trying to concentrate on how to accommodate them. So it just simply may mean that they hurt their ankles or whatever, so you may have to go make dinners. They can't walk around or something, or they might, if they're older, might get old enough that they really can't take care of things. There's certainly a family celebration coming up. Type of get together for somebody in the family, or something very special that's going to happen. There's just kind of not quite, but it's like all the families getting together, and perhaps even family members that haven't been around together for a while. Seems to be a get together. And I don't know why this, but I certainly have a major decision coming up about people around you. So there may be somebody around you that you may not want around you anymore, and there's a decision to be made about that. So it's certainly either a relationship or family member or something that you're really, really tired of them. You're tired of what you're going through with these people, and the major decision is whether you keep them in your life or not. And I just kind of feel there's a push there for you to push them away. And I've got an old lady that's kind of smiling at you and just saying, you know what, just because they're family doesn't mean you have to be friends with them. Just because they're If somebody's hurting you or not respecting you and not making you equal to them, then there's no point of having them around you because they'll just make you miserable and angry for most of your life. So change, move to something that's better. Um, anyway, uh, um, well, all I kind of see is at the end of this year that she's pointing out is that there's going to be something really nice for you at the end of the year. Um, I don't know if you're married or not. I see a marriage there, but something that's going to make you happy. So it might not be you being married, but I'm just seeing a marriage and something that's going to make you really happy there. Anyway, so that's all I have for you, Crystal. I hope that makes sense in some way. Okay. Okay, so Donna. See if I can find it, Donna. There you go. Donna Day. Oh, 2740. Okay, so the very first thing I'm kind of hearing from an older man that's around you, um, I know this is father or not. Um, there's certainly a lot of messages about money and use of money and so on and so forth. Because I'm seeing him showing you, excuse me, Chinese food. Anyway, um, it's just showing that there's coins in your hand and that you're going to be comfortable with it. Um, and that, as you move forward, that he's going to keep providing money or, maybe increasing money from the government or whatever. But he's just saying that they'll always have enough money to do what you need to do. But for some reason, I'm hearing him saying that you kind of need to fix a finger or fingers. It's either a part of you that is the fingers are not working as well as they used to. So, so take care of them or have them fixed, as well as, watch your right leg and make sure you're not leaning on them so much. So there's a few little issues coming up. He's saying that physically that, just keep an eye on them and don't let them get bigger just because you don't want to go see the doctor or you think they're just minor stuff. Minor stuffs are often something that shows you a major problem. He also wants you to take a look at what you're eating and be a little bit more well balanced when it's come to eating. I'm also showing that there's a family getting together, which kind of brings everybody back together that have been around away for a little ways. So I just kind of seen family getting and just kind of resolving things or meeting people you haven't seen in a while and just talking. And perhaps this is because of this family thing I'm seeing that's everybody getting together, maybe again something that's needs to be perhaps as an older person that may even have passed and family are getting back together just to talk about things. But I'm certainly seeing that for you, your health wise, as long as you don't go overboard, that you're just going to have the minor little issues. And I just feel that you're going to be comfortable with money as long as you don't overspend something. And the person is going to pass, I see as being a male. So So anyway, so that's all I'm seeing for you. So what okay, um so just a quick message that next week we will be having our free read giveaway. No way, that was so hard to say, but in other words, if you share the place and whatnot, then you'll get enrolled in a your name will get rolled in a bucket, I guess you want to say it that way. And 2 people will be getting free reads. So hopefully you'll be there and help us spread the word. We also are offering. If you guys are like what we do here, follow us or like us in both Facebook and YouTube land. Oh, why is it so hard to get that word in? As well, if anybody's interested, we do offer money back guarantee reads. Just check out our services page and on Facebook, and the one on whisperingsouls.ca, our website. Okay, so let us see. Mm-hmm. Watching from Canada. I'm in Canada. Dale Evans Skeward. Okay. Really bad with last names. Just call you Dale. So it is 33:42. I get people from all around the world, so it's nice to see. I guess the common thing, about Canadians, I guess everybody makes fun of, says, "Oh, you're from Canada, eh?" So anyway, I always put the A at the end. I have no idea why. So I kind of see him sitting in a lazy boy, sheets up, and he's just kind of and kind of watching everything. It's just like he's sitting in a place where he can see everything. I'm just kind of keeping an eye at this when he was alive. And he's just kind of saying he's doing the same thing now, where he's just kind of sitting in the corner where he's watching everybody as they live and so on and so forth. Um, um, I don't know. He keeps referring to, I guess, him when he was younger getting a strap, or did he strap people? But he just shows me the strap being hit. I'm not sure if it's him or somebody else. But anyway, I guess that's his way to recognize him or whatever. But anyway, he wants you to know that he is still watching. He is still in, like, hoping that you would move forward and find somebody else and being happy. He really didn't like seeing you, depressed and missing him and so on and so forth. And even though, like, he honestly, appreciated and loved it, but he also says that he realizes that, he certainly doesn't want you to be held back by him leaving. So he says, if you have a relationship or whatever, if you have one now, that's great as long as you're not getting hurt by it. Um, he also wants you to know that he does see you at night, so you may have dreams of him. They pull you out of your body to take you out to the other side. But above all, he says that uh, he's just kind of feeling that perhaps money might be tight for you, but he says as it moves forward in the next little while that it's going to get a bit better for you. Um, and time for you to not stay in the house all the time. He says, go out and meet people and go for walks and whatnot, and just doesn't want you in the house a lot. Um, of course, there's not something you can do about it, so you don't have to. But because he says, you've always been a stubborn one. He just laughs at that. So I don't know if your mother's passed, but he says that he's talking to your mother a lot, just kind of guiding her. Or, but all in all, he says, take care of yourself. Make sure you eat properly. There seems to be, he's kind of pointing out a limp on the right-hand side, which he says is just overdoing stuff. So I don't know if you have a groan when you stand up or whatnot, but he just says this is the type of thing that you can get rid of by shifting how you stand and how you do things. And he just wants you to know that at night you might feel the bed move as he crawls in and gives you a big hug and kind of like a kiss goodnight and waits for you to leave your body so he can take you to the other side and travel with you. But he says he'll meet you on the other side when you pass over, but he's not expecting you to pass over for a long time. So don't worry about it. He'll still keep an eye on you. So that was for Dale Skeward. I hope I said that correct. Okay. How about Z? So it's at 3901. Let's see what your spirit guide tells me. So the first thing, your spirit guide is female. If you don't know what spirit guide is, they're just guardian angels. So yours is female, kind of watching over you, and they kind of, guide you to where you're supposed to be. But, we ignore them, so we don't go where we're supposed to be, and they just get, okay, whatever. Anyways, so there's a message from them saying that you're very old soul, very kind soul. Just get the feeling, or they're kind of telling me that times that you are giving out a lot of stuff and nobody's giving back to you. So you might be feeling very unappreciated. You might get a little irritated by things like that. And you're certainly working on an awful lot on kind of getting rid of the past, not dwelling on it. Even though some of the past still kind of bothers you every once in a while. Because in your aura, I certainly see a lot of a lot of yellows and oranges and whatnot, which are just all compassion colors. The yellow is intelligence, but certainly a lot of passion colors. There's also some bit of depression there as well. So Anyway, so you're kind of getting balanced back up into the positive side. You're also going to have a lot of success with whatever you're doing, either work wise or creative wise. I see a lot of success moving towards you. But I'm also seeing kind of a pattern with money wise. If you're with somebody, that there's a money up and then a money down. It just keeps going up and down. It's like that you have to spend too much, or you're just not balancing the money to the point where it's balanced. Um, so I just see there's a period of time where you're going to be working on that, or that you're going to have a bit of money and realize that let's not just spend it all the time. Let's start putting it away, and then things get balanced. Um, so I just think that over the next 6 months, you're going to be moving up just a bit more into the positive side. And you certainly have an older gentleman that's in your head that's making you laugh, or joking, or sending you music. But certainly when you kind of decrease in positivity, then you're sent a bunch of stuff to bring you back up. So yeah, you got a lot of spirits following you and helping you through things. But all in all, I think the up and downs will kind of stop over the next 5 months, and then everything will be very positive for you. So anyway, so that's all I have for you. Now it's for Z. It's on we go. Marlena Nelson. DD 4309. Let me redo this. Sorry. Got distracted. Cards start working. My head's a little flighty tonight. Okay. Okay, so the first message I'm getting from your spirit guide, as well as an older lady, is that there's going to be some conflict, or is conflict around your work right now. If you're worried about losing your job or something, but I'm just kind of feeling that now would be a good time to try and save money. And it's not about your job; it's all about your moving forward. I see the conflicts there, but there's not much that's going to affect you way in your job. Um, I don't see like you leaving a job and getting another job. I see you kind of being in the same job, and even if you do leave this job, you're going to have a job almost immediately. So it's like a blip, if you want to say that, but not like a huge end to your career. But I don't even see the leaving the job, or I just don't see you having issues with work wise. There's also, I don't know who in your family, if it's you that's getting married, but there's certainly somebody getting married over the next little while. Certainly a family celebration for it. So, I just feel that even with the stress that you're feeling right now, that the family or life on the family side is going to be moving forward well for you. So This older lady that's with me is also telling you to smile. She says your smile lights up a whole room. So if you keep smiling, then light will shine on you. Anyway, so that's all I have for you. Hopefully that helps. So that's for Marlena Nelson. Hey, Lisa Watt from Australia. Sorry. Yeah, so we're at 4703. Okay, so the first thing I'm showing for you is an elderly lady that's either grandmother or great grandmother, but I kind of see her as being more grandmother. And she wants you, or, also holding a child that's from somebody in the family that had a miscarriage. So I'm not sure if it's you, but she's just mentioning somebody or having a child from a miscarriage. And certainly letting people know that anybody that loses a child in any kind of way like that is taken care of by her. So there's no lost children, as we would say it. They're just not seeable. They're still around. So, the kind of message he's saying is that, the kind of the negative conflicts that are around you right now, that you're going to get an emotional victory over it. So there's just feeling that, I'm not sure if it's a conflict with somebody or just relationship, but there's going to be an emotional victory saying that, yeah, okay, I was right. And it's going to often offer you a lot of success for work or creativity as well. You're going to be able to go ahead and make your goals achieved once you get rid of this kind of stress slash negativity out of the way. And with that, once you get back to smiling, you're going to have new people drawn to you. You're going to have new friends. Spiritually, you've had 72 lives, so you're an old soul. So, you can heal people, or you can talk to people on the spiritual side. Everybody in the world has a personal mediumship, or does personal mediumship, and that's just, you being able to sit there, think about, hey, a pizza would be good, and then your partner, whoever's around you, might mention, hey, a pizza would be good. That's one way I always say, hey, I was just thinking about that. So that personal mediumship is going to grow, and so is your awareness. So as you get rid of kind of the negatives that are kind of holding you down, then also you'll be free to see things in a clearer way, and your life will be much more in your hands, and moving forward in a lot faster than being held back by other people. Anyway, so this old lady saying, congratulations. He says she's proud of you, and you've moved into a good phase of your life. So, so she says, take care, but I'm always here. So, anyway, so that's for Lisa Watt. I hope that helps. Okay. Let's go to Philly Girl. Is that like Philadelphia? I'm assuming. Yeah, 54. Okay. Okay, so your spirit guide is male, and he's from the 14th century. Or last life was in 14th century. It's had a little over 1,000 year lives or so, probably more. Since we only have like 92 or 93, they have thousands. Um, so, um, so kind of a message from your guide is that um, you're entering into the old soul era, where you're able to sense people's issues or perhaps want to heal people's that maybe they don't know you're sensing them. And I always tell about healing is not just about lying down somebody, moving your hands or sending energy to them directly or whatnot. Healing is also communications. You talk to somebody and then uh, they feel better after you talk to them, but you're kind of an automatic healer where you just sit there and wherever you are and just people walk by, and as they're walking by, you send them healing, which may mean that you're being drained at night and you don't know why. But you're just that automatic healer. Um, but seeing the messages I'm getting from him is basically saying, beware of your money. Like don't give money out to people. You're kind of battle weary of things that are going on, and if you keep out money, you just get more and more stressed out. Um, but there's also a time for you to get back with family. Um, Again, as the other people, I see a family celebration. I don't know why I'm seeing so many tonight, but with you as well. So somebody in your family again will have a reason to celebrate. So everybody will decide, hey, let's get together. Could it simply just be, like an important birthday? Um, so it's just one of those things over the next year that you're going to family get together and uh, just celebrate and celebrate being a family. Um, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but um, don't leave packages at the front door. So maybe you're getting stuff stolen or not. I don't know. But it's just hearing that don't leave packages at the front door. Send them somewhere else. Um, anyway, so that's all I have for you. So it's for a Philly girl. Okay, so let's move on. Boyer. Mm-hmm. 5513. So, again, going through your spirit guide and message I'm getting is that your son is very well taken care of on the other side. And they want me to show you a picture of what he's uh, like on the other side, and it's enjoying life. So being very happy where he is. Um, um, so he's kind of coming through, and he's kind of laughing and waving at you. Um, he says he's uh, knows he's truly loved, and he even loves the people that don't like him or didn't like him. Um, and he also says, every once in a while I walk by you and I pull your shirt, uh, just to let you know he's there. I often tell people, if you want to know they're there, if you suddenly think of them for no apparent reason, you say, why am I thinking of them? It's because they're talking to you or letting you know that they're around. Um, he's also saying that he's with, I guess, your grandma, because he says, lots of family members helping him out or helped him crossed over, uh, and now he's helping, other kids and other people in the family to understand the other side or to help them move forward, not him, but to help them go through life and know that they're being guided. Um, he says one of the things that he can really communicate with you though is if you go out and perhaps walk near forest or find a place where there's near a tree, because he's within the trees, and that's where you'll hear him the most. Um, as well, he says somewhat in the water, but he is kind of a tree person. Um, so if you can find, a bit of a place where you can walk through trees or there's trees near you, then, kind of take a walk through the trees and you'll get the contentment that you're looking for, or the, relief that you're getting for. He's saying though that there's all kinds of new things happening for you. It's like I'm getting a feeling from him that there might be a new job coming your way, or that if you might be, if the job you are, you might get promoted. But he says it's some things for you to get very excited about. Also new money headed your way, so you can, take some relief off all this money stress you have. But all of that, he says, with all the grieving that everybody's having, of having about him, he's really appreciative of it, and he always gives it back to everybody who grieves him by passing them love and energy. Um, yeah, so he says he is still moving things around the house on you just to drive you crazy. Makes your pictures on the walls crooked, and he knows you don't like him putting his feet on the coffee table, but he does anyways. Um, but yeah, just if you find weird things happening around the house, that's him. He's just letting you know that he's being a feisty butthead. Um, don't worry about him. He's there. He's always there. And his message to you is that even though you can't see him, he's there. So you can talk to him through in your mind. You just start talking to him, and you'll get answers back. Like I said, best way to get messages from past loved ones is being in the forest, going to nature. Um, strangely enough, and this is not, they don't see our bodies or anything else, but they often talk to us the most when we're having a shower or a bath, because that's where we are the most relaxed. And when we are the most relaxed, that's when you will get the aha moments, the sudden thoughts, the messages, the hi mom type of thing, guidance. So wherever you can go and be nice and calm and quiet and be by yourself, you'll get messages from past loved ones. And that's always my suggestion to people. Just find the place where you're comfortable, even if it's in the backyard with nobody home. As long as you're quiet and comfortable, they'll talk to you. Just listen to what's being told you. And it's in your voice, so don't expect their voice to come through. Anyway, I hope that helped in some way, because that's all I have for you. Okay, everyone, my hour's up. So I hope that able to help those who I was able to connect to. Again, we're going to have that contest next Wednesday. So hopefully you can come and join us and let your friends know, and we'll have a good time. So take care, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.